For us, this is the heart of the law school. I mean, this is nothing short than who we are. It's not an ancillary type undertaking that we do lightly or that's not for everyone. Our clinics are for everyone, starting with our students and then, of course, our clients. This is not new. We're celebrating 50 years for a reason, and we have decades of alumni who can share these same kinds of stories, how their lives were changed because of a case that they worked on in our clinic.
When we go back and we take a look at the Gonzaga Clinic 50 years ago, we had people like Professor Harchi, Wilson, Critchlow, Weiser, and most importantly, the office manager that ran it back then, Bonnie White. What they taught me as a man and as a lawyer was that I always need to pay it forward and to give back.
Our theory was to give students the responsibility of being a lawyer as if they were in the law firm, only they had the backup of the supervising attorneys. Knowing that we were starting something new, clinical legal education, providing students with legal experience, giving students experiential learning so that they had the cases, it was their case, and they had to work it. And then we supervised them and we went to court with them. We were one of the first clinics in the country, so we were sort of out of the ether creating a program and creating what clinical education really meant.
The clinic gives you the unique, real-world opportunity to practice law before you graduate. That is a huge opportunity and a huge gift to students. It gives you that chance to put into practice what you learned in the classroom. And it brings the law to life, because when you're just reading cases and arguing about cases in the classroom, it's interesting. It's a big part of law school. But actually working a real case with a real client that you have a relationship with and that you're able to provide quality legal services and optimally a good outcome, there's nothing like it.
Clinical experience is a great experience because it turns wannabe lawyers into more reality-based professionals who have a much more sophisticated and deeper understanding of what it really means to be a lawyer in different kinds of contexts. And the clinic would give them an opportunity not to feel powerful in a prideful way or in a way where, I've got this power now, but more in the sense that they could see themselves as instruments and, vehicles to do justice.
The impact on students, the community, and the legal profession. It is a vehicle to provide access to students to learn and access to clients who otherwise would not be getting help to come together and work for the greater good. It gives you an opportunity to help people, the privilege of being able to help people. And that's really what we're here to do. And that is something that's been important to me.
I think what's really important about clinical education or externship education, that hands-on learning in our experiential education program, is that what you learn in the classroom is disconnected or can be disconnected from what we actually do in practice. And we oftentimes hear our students in our clinics externships say, oh, now I understand why I was learning civil procedure or I was learning criminal law. Now it makes sense. So it brings together the anatomy, so to speak, of the law with the practice of the law so that our students are ready on day one to hit the ground running.
I want to say a word of thanks and appreciation to the founders of our clinics and to all the faculty and staff who've worked in the clinics over these past 50 years. It's an incredible legacy, and we are so fortunate to be the beneficiaries of their forward thinking in the mid-1970s. And who would think that here we are now in 2025 celebrating this moment? It's really quite special.
There are lots and lots of people who have come through the clinic. Faculty, staff members. We had lots of retired lawyers and lawyers who would come in and volunteer on a part-time basis. We would have retired judges come in. We'd have United States attorneys. So there was a collection of human beings whose energy produce maybe something that was greater than the sum of its parts. It was really, really nice to be around people who thought that they wanted to associate with us because the work we were doing was important.
If you're in the clinic, I think you do have, and you have clinical experience. I think you come out with an understanding what it means to practice law and what it means to work with clients, the hard work it is to prepare your client's case.
I'm so grateful to have had this opportunity to be a legal intern in the clinic and learn from the supervising attorneys who were so generous in sharing their skills, in sharing their knowledge and their expertise. Because once I did graduate, I felt like I had the confidence to do what needed to be done.
I hope students will take away from their time in the law clinic that they have a real advantage in the process and procedure and familiarity with working with clients. If and when you are able to help somebody, you have the ability and the privilege to do so, that it makes a big difference in their lives and it will make a big difference to you as well.
I think what's special about Gonzaga Law is that everybody here focuses on student learning and what is best for our students. I think that passion into practice means that we have, particularly in our clinical legal education, we have so many areas that students can explore their passion. If you can combine your passion with hands-on learning and doctrine, it's a recipe for success.
Had it not been for Gonzaga, and had it not been for the clinic especially, I truly don't believe that I would be the attorney and the community person that I am now. And I can thank the clinical program for the success that I've had as an attorney, as a family man, and as a Gonzaga grad.